Hi there, it's Coppernosis, and I have another video for you. Today I'm going to talk about some personal issues, but everything I talk about is kind of personal, so um, this, this video is actually going to be called Happy He Might Not Be Your Father's Day. Okay, so it goes like this. The story is, when I was younger, I was arguing with a member of my family, and she uh, told me we were in the middle of an argument, and then she's like, "Well, your father might not be your father," and of course she knew it was gonna kill me. You know what I mean? She knew it was gonna just like kill me. She knew it was almost like you. I don't even know how to describe it, but she knew it was gonna really hurt because I was always really felt like close to my dad. I don't really have people that I'm close to. I don't have a mom that I'm close to. I don't have a stepmom that I'm close to. I don't really have aunts and stuff that I'm close to. No real women that I'm close to. And so and my dad's kind of like the person, that I'm close to. And even him, he would like pretty much he got remarried, so he would take my stepmother's side mostly on just about everything. So it was sort of like, even if I was totally right, it wouldn't matter. He would still like take her side. So it was like, so I mean, the only person I had that was kind of like on my side, still in the end wasn't totally, but financially, yeah, they took care of me. That's what I was thinking about. How financially, yeah, I was more emotionally, I feel abused, not so financially abused. How about that? Emotionally abused, and you can use finances to emotionally abuse people too, because you can try to use them and tell them you have this problem or that problem because of the money, but it's anyway. So he might not be your father, and it was just to fucking kill me, right? Just to hurt, just to hurt me. And they don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. And I have a little sister who is not from my mother, it's from my dad and my stepmother. And there's pictures of her where she looks almost exactly like me. It's really weird. Like, I've seen her at certain times, and I'm like, oh my god, I was looking at it through this door one day, and I'm like, oh my god, she looked like me. And I had a friend that ran into me I had a friend that I'd seen my sister at the store, but she didn't know she was my sister. And then we were gonna hang out later that day, and she goes, "Oh my god, I saw her at the store, and I thought she looked like you, but I was like, maybe not, I don't know." You know what I mean? Somebody who never met her before, and so, so I don't know. It was like I've had a blood test, and I ain't getting those. I think it's the stupidest thing in the world, and I can't ask my real mom because she gets really offended, and I don't know you. He's your father. He's your father. But then I asked my older sister once, I was like, well, what's up, because she was like, my oldest sister. I didn't grow up with all my sisters at all times. So I don't know what they know, what they don't know. And I feel like I know almost like, I don't know, I hate to say like, but for my life, I know more than they do. Let's just put it that way, because I asked her something she said, oh, ask me anything you want about our family, because I'm like, she's about 12 years older or 10 years older. So I'm like, well, do you remember anything about this? Like, about my dad might not be my dad. She goes, oh my god, I said something to mom about that, and then she got all offended, and she's like, there must be something to it. I'm sure she was fooling around, because apparently that's what she did. And my dad went to the military, and I disagree with the military. I feel like military tears families apart. I know that people disagree with that, but I think that there's so many things put into our society to tear families apart, and people shouldn't be away. People go away from the military, they're away from their families, the wife doesn't have the support, the kids don't have a person in their family. Then it's the stress of something might happen to you. You're killing other people somewhere else in the world. Like, it's really strange to me. I don't like it, and I know for a fact that for me it affected me, because I'm sure my mom was cheating on my dad while he was gone somewhere in the military. And so and I know that a lot of people in the military have, they have veteran problems, like trying to get help in hospitals. I mean, you always you see veterans on the street. They should be totally taken care of. That shouldn't even be a thing. But somehow they're not. What? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, I personally don't think people should join the military. I feel like we fight wars for these rich people, and it's a game to them. It's a freaking game to them. It's a game to them, and it helps them kill us off. You know, the things they suggest to us. Oh, we'll have abortions, kill us off. More militaries, wars, kill us off. Everything. The food we eat kills us off. They want us to drink fluoride water, killing us. You know what I mean? Like, just like everything we do, anyway. When we pay for our own destruction, we have to pay for the water that's gonna kill us. We have to pay for the, like the food that we have to eat that's, doing us wrong. But anyway, so so that he might not be your father. I always go off on rants, so whatever. Don't listen to me, or do listen to me, or whatever you want. But so yeah, so that really, really freaking killed me. But the thing is, obviously this kind of stuff's been happening my whole life. It doesn't all of a sudden at 17 somebody says that to you. No, they think they can do that to you because they've been doing stuff to you your whole life, because that's a really cruel thing to do. You don't just walk up to somebody you just met and do something cruel. You have to like build up to it, you know what I mean? You build up and you build up, and you get, you're just cruel to a person, and after a while you kind of desensitize to it, so you can do something like that and then never even she probably doesn't even think about it very much. I think about it every day. And I need to let it go. So, and I don't blame anybody. Everybody has their own life. And, if you don't think about it, how lucky for you. I tend to think about things that I overthink things that I do. If I did a bad thing to somebody, I still think about like bullying people in school. And I think I bullied people in school a lot because I was so at home. I was bullied, basically. I was bullied, like really, like that kind of stuff would happen to me. Like me and my stepmom got in a fight when I was younger, and I tell this story, but it's an example of we got into an art. I was young. I was quite young, like 12, 11 or 12. And she decided that what I said she attacked, was coming at me, and I just like started kind of attack, just like kind of like somebody in a corner just freaked out. I just kind of flipped out. I didn't know what to do, but I had fought with kids at school like that who were bigger than me and stuff like that, and I would fight with them and I'd win because I was so scared, like, by being put in a corner, and so I'd always win, and I was kind of little, and so that's what happened that day. But the day about my father, I don't know. To me, it's just another mind trick, another mind, you know what I mean? That people think they can just say this to you and then cause you to feel the guilt and the shame and the pain for something you didn't even do. You weren't even alive yet. And all of a sudden, it's like, he might not be, like, it's my fault that I'm 17 and I didn't know. You know what I mean? It's my fault my mom cheated on people, or my fault that my dad went away. I don't know. Why is it my fault? Why do I feel guilty? So I'm taking away the guilt today. I'm no longer guilty about it. Whatever. I'm pretty sure you're my dad. I love you like my dad. I know you guys are going to feel whatever way about my channel, and that's fine. But I still think that was a really mean thing to do, and it really hurt, and I need to get off things that really hurt me so I can move on in my life and, get married hopefully to somebody that will be like somebody normal and not just, not normal. I mean, nobody's freaking normal, but I feel like I ended up marrying somebody who was similar to the people in my family. And the thing is, what we do is we turn against our own selves. Like, if your family doesn't support you, you don't stop loving them. You stop loving yourself. And so, and I was wondering, because I was always been like, why do I still love these people that treat me like this? And I'm everybody's the flying monkey and I'm the scapegoat. The flying monkeys are the people that, deliver the bad news or just support the person that's kind of torturing you. And, what did I do? I thought of it. I was watching a movie the other day called a girl named Sooner, and she lived with her grandma. They're supposed to be in like the 30s, and she lived with her grandmother, but the grandma wasn't sure if she was her granddaughter or what, but she thought it was. And she just pretty much neglected her, but the girl did all the work around the place, and she loved the animals, and she would take care of the animals. The old woman would abuse the animals, and she would just take care of them. And so finally the state kind of took her away, and she went to go live with this veterinarian guy. And she had this little bird that couldn't fly. She had a little bird, and it couldn't fly, and so she had never gone to school, so she finally was starting to go to school, but everybody was kind of mean to her at school. Nobody really wanted to hang out with her. She was different. She was weird. And so one day the teacher talked about her having this bird. And she said, oh, you've got this bird. And then everybody at school was like, then a few kids like were interested in hanging out with her to see her bird. So they go to her house. She has this bird. They go to her house. And they take it outside, and it can't fly because it has a broken wing, and she knows this. But for some reason, one of the kids is like, how come it's not flying? And they have it on the ground, and they're kind of standing around in a circle. And then one of the kids starts like stomping his foot, and fly, bird, fly. And the girl doesn't tell them that the bird can't fly because she has no friends, and she's not sure. Like, she's totally kind of confused, not sure what to do. She kind of starts joining in with the kids. And then one boy starts throwing stuff at the bird, and all of a sudden, of course, the bird ends up dead right in the end. And I was thinking that's kind of how people that turn into the scapegoats, or people sometimes in your family when you're not treated right, you kind of turn into the bird. Like, you turn into your own enemy of, like, you have to kind of kill a part of yourself off in order to survive, because you want to love the people around you and be around them and stuff, but you're seeing that things are going wrong and being done wrong, and you're being treated wrong, but you don't know what to do, so you have to kind of kill a part of yourself off to be accepted by the group. And it's kind of scary, but I think that's what happened. And I do love my family, but I don't feel like I can be around them because I feel so kind of psychologically damaged that there's so many things I need to get over. And it's fine, and they probably will watch this and then not talk about it, and that's fine too, as long as I get to say what I need to say. So, this is your Copper Gnosis, and I love you. Peace and wholeness.